Hello everyone, in this video we're going to draw a cougar. Start by drawing a circle as a guide for the head. To draw the circle, first make two small marks to indicate the circle's length, and then on the sides make two more small marks to indicate the circle's width. Then connect the marks using curved lines to finish the shape of the circle. Sketch lightly at first so that it's easy to erase if you make a mistake. Also, pause the video to draw at your own pace. The circle doesn't have to be perfect, but if you're having trouble drawing it, just trace the outer edge of a bowl, a cup, or anything else with a circular edge. Inside the circle, draw a long vertical line to divide the shape in half. This is a construction guide that will help you place the facial features. Draw a horizontal line across the circle for another construction guide. On the left side of the circle, draw a short vertical line for the first part of the muzzle. Connect the line to the circle using sloping lines to finish the guide for the top part of the muzzle. Extend the bottom line so that it's inside the head. The tip of the bottom line should connect to the vertical construction guide. On the bottom left side of the circle, draw a sloping line as a guide for the lower jaw. Half of this line should be outside of the circle. Draw another sloping line for the other side of the lower jaw. Connect the sloping lines using a curved line to finish the guide for the lower jaw. Inside the top left section of the head, draw a small circle as a guide for the eye. Inside the muzzle, draw a small triangular shape as a guide for the nose. Make the nose big in relation to the muzzle. On the top right side of the head, draw a triangular shape as a guide for the ear. Pay attention to the size of the ear in relation to the rest of the head. And that's it for the guidelines. Now let's start on the final drawing. Use the small circle inside the head as a guide to draw the eye. Draw a couple of short sloping lines across the circle to create the shape of the eye. These lines should be similar to a greater than sign. Use a few short strokes as you darken the lines to create a furry texture. On the left side, draw a couple of short wavy lines for the inner corner of the eye. Inside the eye, off to the side, draw a tiny circle for a highlight. In the middle of the eye, draw a small circle and shade it in for the pupil. Use the triangular shape inside the muzzle as a guide to draw the nose. Darken the initial shape, but make the top part wavier. On the right side, draw a small wavy shape for the nostril. The inner part of the nostril should be similar to an oval. Make the bottom part of the nose pointy. On the top right side, draw a thin shape that points toward the eye. On the bottom of the nose, draw a line that slopes to the right for the top part of the open mouth. Follow the path of the initial guide as you draw this line. Make this line wavier than the guide. Sketch lightly at first, and when you get the shape right, darken the line. Make the left tip of the line curve down. Under the mouth on the left side, lightly sketch a small rectangular shape for the gums. On the right side of the gums, lightly sketch a small triangular shape for the canine. Don't make this canine too long. Draw another small triangular shape on the left side of the gums for the other canine. Don't make the tips of the canines too pointy. Draw a few small triangular shapes under the gums for the front teeth. When you get these shapes right, darken the lines. Make the bottoms of the canines round. Inside the lower jaw, lightly sketch a long curved line for the bottom gums. Follow the basic path of the guide for the lower jaw as you draw this line. When you get this shape right, darken the line. On the left side, draw a curved triangular shape for the bottom canine. Make the tip of the canine round. To the right, draw another curved triangular shape for the other lower canine. Draw small circular shapes between the canines for the front teeth. On the right side, draw a long wavy line for the top part of the gums. Below the nose, draw a curved line for the front part of the muzzle. Follow the path of the guide as you draw this line. Darken the line above the nose for the top part of the muzzle. Make this line wavier than the initial guide. Darken the curved line at the bottom for the chin. Use a series of short strokes to create a furry texture. Inside the mouth, draw a long curved line for the tongue. Draw a couple of curved lines on the right side for creases on the tongue. Draw a line between the top teeth for the other side of the open mouth. Draw a few short lines inside the top part of the muzzle for wrinkles. Use the triangular shape on the right side of the head as a guide for the ear. Darken the basic path of the guide but make the lines more curved. Add a wavy line across the shape for the ear's opening. At the bottom, draw a line that's made up of short strokes for the furry base of the ear. Add a few more short strokes for more fur. Use the main circle as a guide to draw the rest of the head. Follow the basic path of the circle to create the shape of the head. Make the top of the head flatter than the initial circle. Draw a few lines on top of the head for a crease. Make the right side of the head longer than the initial circle. Draw a few curved lines along the lower edge of the circle for the bottom part of the head. Use short strokes to create a furry texture. Draw a few short lines to the right of the nose for fur. Now go over the final lines with permanent ink. The next few steps are sped up so that the video isn't too long. Take your time and be careful when you ink your drawing to avoid any accidents. Don't ink the initial guidelines, only the final drawing. When the ink dries, erase all of the guidelines. Now color your drawing. Use black for the corner of the eye, the right side of the muzzle, and inside the mouth. Color the main part of the head using different shades of brown. Color lightly at first and gradually build up to darker colors. For a light shade of a color, push down very lightly on your pencil, then push down harder for a darker shade. Leave the bottom part of the head blank for the white fur. As you shade, use strokes that go in the direction of the fur. Use darker shades across the head to create shadows. Use a lighter value to shade the section above the eye. Slowly and gradually blend all the colors together. Push down slightly harder on your pencils to blend the colors together. Color the eye brown. Don't overlap the tiny highlight circle as you color the eye. Add a bit of gray to the white fur to create shadows. Shadows will give the head more dimension and volume. Use different shades of gray and a bit of light brown to add the shadows. Color the nose and tongue using different shades of pink and red. Add a bit of yellow to the teeth. Coloring can be time-consuming, so be patient and take breaks. Keep coloring until you're happy with the result. And that's it for the Cougar. Don't forget to pause the video to draw at your own pace. Also, please visit howtodrawanimals.com, where every step of this tutorial is broken down into an individual image. That's how, and then the number 2, then drawanimals.com. If you'd like to support my channel, please consider buying my books on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep drawing.